Do we get to turn the lights off?
What made you wear orange?
Stop playing with this nigga, bro. Oh my god. Look. Yo, Rage.
My nigga the chest and chat spark up with me.
Nah, for real.
Lights are off!
Yeah, mine are too. Mine been off though. You ready?
Pizzagate.
Bro, we really, bro. Yo, for the guys over at YouTube, bro, nigga,
What is this?
Bro, we finna react to Pizzagate, the internet's darkest rabbit
I want
hole.
to see what people clipping in your gaming stream. Let's see.
This nigga, bro.
Go to
With
home
your
country
age.
Israel, LOL. Go to Bohemian Grove. Pin.
What?
Why don't niggas?
Go to Area 51. That's probably where they hid your real knees, nigga. Hurry up and heal so we can see you hoop you jelly leg fuck.
What?
$1 million house and still roaches on the walls, might as well go back to that office you had.
Who has roaches on the walls, you bum ass nigga? Stop playing with me.
You see, looking around, though, nigga. I mean, this is low-key trail. I ain't gonna lie, let me move, like, right here.
Could you imagine a world where the top
Who the
one...
hell is that?
Could you imagine a world where the
Is
top
this
one...
nigga a sexy nigga?
Could you imagine...
Oh, it's his eyes. It's
Oh, that
eyes.
nigga look like
He has
Miss
nice
Kid.
eyes.
Yo,
a
no,
world
the
where the
chat.
top 1%...
He puts stuff on screen throughout the video because he doesn't want you to say it out loud, so be ready.
Oh.
Comp.
The elites of our society, the ruling class, the ones who run the government and are pulling the strings behind everything, are secretly involved in some of the most depraved things that you could ever possibly imagine. I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. I feel like I've heard this story before somewhere. Nowadays, that might not be that hard to believe, but back...
Bro.
Hi, YouTube. First of all, hey, YouTube.
Hey.
Hold on. Put this in the beginning. Hey, YouTube. We are watching Pizzagate. This is the second time I've heard about this Pizzagate. Last week, chat brought it up for the first time. I ain't never heard of this shit before. It's crazy because it's somehow the internet's darkest rabbit hole, and we haven't heard of it. Well, I haven't heard of it.
Nah,
So
I ain't gonna lie.
we get filled in. We gonna get filled in right now.
Rage, I've been hearing shit.
You
So
know what
like,
I'm saying?
so yeah.
Chat, say hi. Chat, say hi to YouTube.
Hey, chat.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. Hi. Yeah, I'm chat like shit. How y'all doing? Hi. What's good? Hope y'all having a swell day. You know, we're just reacting to this with Rage, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not over fucking 2 hours, because this nigga paused through the fucking video the whole fucking time. But, you know,
in 2016,
you know,
this was something that was unfathomable to most people. How's it going, everyone? Welcome or welcome back. My name is Chase, and today we're talking about Pizzagate. So when Pizzagate started gaining traction during the heated 2016 election cycle on places like Poll, 4chan's political board, it wasn't hard to initially dismiss the whole thing as nothing more than a crazy alt-right conspiracy. But I think it's worth revisiting the theory in modern times, especially in light of recent events. Let me say first and foremost that I have no political bias here, and all I care about is the evidence that has been presented. My goal is not to convince you that Pizzagate is real, nor is it to disprove it. All I'm here to do is present to you the theory as a whole and all the supporting evidence, and then you can come to your own conclusions.
I hate when niggas say shit like that because it makes me want to believe him, gang. Fuck.
Nah, everything, I ain't gonna lie, everything he's finna say is finna be real.
Fuck, bro. GG.
Everything he's
That's
finna
how
say
that
is
shit gets
finna be
serious,
real.
gang.
Not only is it finna
They
be
word
real,
it like
but
that, yo, dead ass. Just showing you the facts. I give my opinion.
that shit finna be backed up by evidence and everything else, bro, which is fucking insane, bro, which is crazy.
If you just presented facts, what the fuck? You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
like, what else can you say?
I spent over a month going down this rabbit hole, and every mainstream source is so quick to say that it's debunked and there's no truth behind it at all. But I haven't seen a single one of them actually debunk any of the evidence. But you should obviously take. But I haven't seen a source is so quick to say that it's debunked and there's.
The saga of Pizzagate, the fake story that shows how conspiracy theories spread.
BBC News.
No truth behind it at all. But I haven't seen a single one of them actually debunk.
Is that
Bigfoot? Yes.
Bigfoot?
Any of the evidence. But you should obviously take their word for it because they probably have hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars even, and I'm just a little chud in my room sitting at my computer, so I'm sure they just have more information that I don't and no one else does for some reason.
No,
Your
it's
discretion, of
clicky.
course. We're going to be talking about some dark shit here, so
Yeah.
if you don't want to watch that, this is not the video
this is
for
not
you.
the video.
That all said, I hate to say it, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get right into it.
Facts, chat.
Pizzagate sparked in 2016 when WikiLeaks published over 20,000 emails from the inbox of John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman during her presidential run. Immediately after these leaks were published, people online began scanning these emails line by line, finding many strange references and jokes that sparked suspicion that there was something more going on here. Before we go over some of these emails, it's important to note here that while the interpretations of the coded language within the emails is unsubstantiated,
Pause chat. Bruh, turn off ass nigga your chat. Everybody at shot up boy. Shot up by 2K. And call him broke and tell him to sub the fuck up. You call him a fucking grunt. Yo, so the fuck up, you fucking grunt.
Nah, I'm not
Fuck is
doing
you
that.
talking about, nigga? Fuck.
I'm not doing that. But yeah.
the emails themselves are completely legitimate. The Podesta emails were reviewed and confirmed to be authentic by multiple US intelligence agencies, including the CIA, FBI, and the NSA, which is the National Security Agency. So while the interpretations of these emails can be debated, nobody is disputing the authenticity of the emails themselves. Of course, I can't talk about all 20,000 emails here, and most of them are mundane and irrelevant to what we're here to talk about today, but here are a few of the most notable ones that helped fuel the initial theory. One of the first emails that really caught people's attention was sent by Susan Sandler, a philanthropist and political donor who did donate to Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign run, to John Podesta. The email reads, "Hi John, the realtor found a handkerchief. I think it has a map that seems pizza related. Is it your ruse?
Is it yours?
They can send it if you want."
Is it
Yoru
yours?
Yoru don't use handkerchiefs. And they nerfed his ult. He can't throw a flash or a clone out the ult no more game.
Why? What the fuck?
Yoru don't got nothing to
Wait,
do with
I
this
didn't
shit.
know that.
Leave Yoru name out your fucking mouth, nigga.
That's dumb as
Shout
fuck.
out
Why
Extra.
would they do that?
He's on Pro 1 tier as a Yoru 1 trick. Tier 1 team, I mean. That's a Yoru 1
It's
trick.
not yours, or you don't want it.
I know you're busy, so feel free not to respond if it's not yours or you don't want it. I just came from checking the field house and I have a
Field
square
house.
cloth handkerchief, white with black, that was left on the kitchen island. Happy to send it via mail if you let me know where I should send it. It's not hard to see why this would catch people off guard. What is a map that seems pizza related on a handkerchief? What the fuck does that even mean? Well,
Yo, thank you, brother.
coincidentally, the handkerchief code is a color-coded system that people use to communicate their interests and pleasures non-verbally. Different colors relate to different acts or things that people are into, and I will not...
Chat, anything that you think is a reach, say it. I don't know if this is a reach, gang. Because if he wasn't referred to that, what could he be talking to?
Wait, is that why niggas be like? Oh, that's vanilla.
on a handkerchief. What the fuck does
When
that
I-
even mean?
when I- or like
what
you're
is
vanilla.
a map that seems pizza related on a handkerchief? What the fuck does that even mean? Well, coincidentally, the handkerchief code is a
Apricot.
What?
Cream.
One on left, one on
Comes
right.
in scumbag. What the fuck? What the fuck? Loves getting yo.
Expert cocksucker. Wants head.
Loves to masturbate.
69er
Heavy
top.
SM
69,
top.
wait. Cop. What's a cop sucker? Loves to fuck. Cock and ball torture for teal blue. Fist fucker.
For red.
Loves to get fisted.
Yo.
Dildo fucky. Dildo fucker. Tit torturer.
Yep.
Tit torturer. Two-handed fister. Two-handed fisty.
Naval worshiper.
Loves to pierce. What the fuck does that mean?
Loves to lick pits. Piss freak. Pisser. Loves
Likes
to be
to
spit
get
on.
pierced.
Mustard.
Loves to lick pits. Loves
Has
his
8 or
pits
more.
licked. Pisser. Piss freak.
One looking for
Spits. Loves to
2.
be spit on. What's a big... Yo, okay. What
What the
situation
fuck
are
is
niggas wearing this shit? What the fuck are you talking about?
Anything, anytime. Nothing now. 2 tons of
Comes
corn.
in scumbag.
Like what?
What's a scumbag? Sucks it out. What's a scumbag?
Love stroking, likes men in suits.
And how do they know about this?
So
Okay,
it was
okay.
white and
My one
black.
question: what is this handkerchief code?
It
Where did
was
it come
heavy
from?
SM.
Is this some made up shit for these emails, or has this been a
Heavy
thing?
SM top.
Has a handkerchief code been a thing?
Heavy SM top or bottom and love stroking.
It's been.
So that's what the white and black handkerchief was.
You're wearing red, nigga. It's a red shirt.
Color-coded system that people use to communicate their interests and pleasures non-verbally. Different colors relate to different acts or things that people are into, and I will not elaborate farther on that. If it's that important to you, you can look that up on your own time.
Jesus
These people
Christ,
are like old
bro.
boomers, so maybe they just communicate differently and they have some dementia going on. But again,
No.
what is a pizza-related map? What even is that? Another email that caught people's attention was sent to John Podesta by Herbert Sandler, who was at the time a co-CEO of Golden West Financial Corporation, a major political donor to the Clinton campaign. Now Herbert Sandler.
Hold on, chat. Why do niggas? I know it doesn't matter. Like, police want to find your shit, they gonna get your shit. But why was niggas emailing? Like, it's not like this was 2000. Like, why did niggas just text shit? Or was it that old? Was shit that old when texting wasn't like comp? Like, what?
It was old.
Old
It is,
people.
It is old. They're old. They're old.
Bro, even in 2016, though. Like,
They're old,
or,
bro.
or is that just when the emails were caught?
Like, they caught on to the emails later on, I'm pretty sure.
This was 2013. Bro, you're saying like 2013 is the fucking 90s, gang.
Niggas wasn't just texting.
They're old.
They're
Gang,
older
my
people.
Fucking 60-year-old grandma was texting me.
Okay, that's your but that's your grandma though. Like, what? Easier to get emails.
Oh, white
Old
people.
in 2013. Old
Easier
white
to get
people.
email, probably.
Yeah,
You think it's secure?
totally different. Different culture, bro.
Oh.
Different gen tech.
Is
That was
burning
an
in hell.
iPhone.
I'm joking.
BlackBerry
Rest in
was the
peace, Herbert
way
Sandler. I'm sure he did nothing wrong at all. Mary and John, I think you should give notice when changing strategies which have been long in place. I immediately realized something was different by the shape of the box, and I contemplated who would be sending me something in the square-shaped box. Lo and behold, instead of pasta and wonderful sauces, it was a lovely, tempting assortment of cheeses. Yummy. I'm awaiting the return of my children and grandchildren from their holiday travels so that we can demolish them. Thank you so much. I hope you and your gang are well. I miss you both. Best wishes. Throw a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Herb. P.S. Do you think I'll do better playing dominoes on cheese than pasta?
What the fuck? Wait. Okay. I'm trying to give these fucks the most. I'm like, cause I'm like, let me try to give the benefit of the doubt here. So at first I'm like, okay, maybe these are just some weird rich white people shit. They just like cheese, I guess.
No, bro.
And eating cheese with their grandchildren and children.
This is nasty.
But what the fuck is? Do you think I'll do better playing dominoes
On cheese
than on
pasta?
What the hell does that even mean?
Yo, we need somebody. I ain't gonna lie,
Yes.
CIA, all
Do you
you
think
niggas,
I'll
bro.
do better playing
CIA,
dominoes
FBI,
on cheese
bro,
than
nigga.
pasta? The thing that stood out as weird to people
Yo,
is that
we
last
need-
line.
we need
It's just
somebody to
worded
Yes!
in such a strange way. People don't typically refer to eating something as being on something. People online began theorizing that cheese and pasta and these terms used for food were actually code word for something else. That something else being kids. And I know that's quite the leap in logic to make,
it's
but
not.
it's not the
And let's say all this shit was fake. I don't think it'll be that hard to refute. Like, let's just say something like our lingo chat. And niggas, oh my god, this nigga's saying comp and GG and all his text messages. Gang, you stupid fuck. GG means this, and you can see history of me saying GG to other people in this type of context. You dumb fuck. Like, it would be as easy as that. Would it not be?
Yeah. Where are you
It should be
now
drug
that I
code
need
words too,
you?
yo, gang. I'd much be rather labeled as nigga fucking doing drugs than a fucking baby eating fucking.
The only
dig what I'm saying?
example of
gonna
strange
lie.
references to
Nigga,
food
both
in
is
these
bad.
emails. Like this email sent from Tony Podesta, John Podesta's brother, would love to get a pizza for an hour. Like again, Tony Podesta, John Podesta's brother, would love
Yo, Italy gang, they playing with y'all niggas, bro. Sue them niggas, gang. They jacking your swag and using it for the wrong reasons,
Podesta
gang.
at podesta.com.
to get a
On
pizza
January
for
6,
an hour.
2014.
Like again, what does that mean?
We need a
If we're just
pizza.
talking about lunch, that is not a normal way to say
Yo,
that. Imagine your
yeah,
friend gets a
you
hold
don't-
of you and they say, hey dude, you want to go get a pizza for about an hour? Like what? What does that mean? This one is in a long chain of emails, so I'll spare you from me reading the entire thing, but the part that stood out to people here was, Bonnie will be Uber service to transport Ruby, Emerson, and Maeve Lozado, 11, 9, and almost 7, so you'll have some farther entertainment, and they will be in that pool for sure. Excuse me? What? That obviously sounds really
that's not-
bad,
that's
and
ages.
unfortunately there's no context that makes it sound any better. And it just
No,
gets
no,
weird because
that's
there's a
ages.
whole nother rabbit hole to go down with this woman. Reportedly, Lozado ran a website known as Evie's Crib, which was kind of like a blog. It's hard to confirm because as soon as people started talking about this, it was removed almost immediately, but if this blog is real, it looks really bad. The website apparently featured many pictures of Lozado around young children, including her step-granddaughter, Evie. The header of the website reads, Evelyn is growing up. Soon she will be the queen of the entire US of A. Right now, for a limited time only, you can spend some time with her online.
We can't be dead ass.
Huh? The fuck is that? What are you talking about?
Raw and uncut. Take advantage of this now, as in the future she will have the power of life and death over you. First of all, why are people spending time online
nigga
with your
just farted.
granddaughter at all? And then raw and uncut, that is just a really
This
weird
nigga
way
just
to
farted.
describe that. Whoever was running this website categorized these posts with labels so you can find exactly what you're looking for easily. Posts were labeled under categories such as psychopath,
Malpractice.
Yo,
You
bro.
dealing with Oh my.
Bro, what?
evil white bitch, filth, malpractice, discomfort, manipulation, and
Public
Ambien.
intoxication.
Please.
Sorry.
Ambien, for those who don't know, is a prescription drug that is classified as a hypnotic and is used to treat insomnia short term. One of the side effects of Ambien is that it wipes your memory. Many people have no recollection of anything else that occurred or what they did after dosing. Why would that be a category on this blog that she apparently uses to post pictures of her children and grandchildren? That's really anyone's best guess. Another picture on this blog shows a baby after bath time, and while not inherently sinister, it's definitely a little bit weird even though you can't see anything. But the caption here is what really stands out. It ends with, unrated version of this photo available only to premium subscribers.
Yo, this
What
yo,
the
yo,
fuck,
this
bro?
better be like a cap site, bro.
At the absolute best, if this website is real, which again I
Ladies
can't
be
confirm,
fucking killed.
this is an incredibly weird and
GTA.
tasteless joke to make. This is
GTA
something
was
that
real.
I feel uncomfortable even saying
But
right
it's
now.
not.
The last email we'll cover for right now is sent by Maria Abramovich to Tony Podesta and later forwarded to his brother John Podesta. Google describes Abramovich as a conceptual performance artist who has pushed the boundaries of performance art as a visual art form since the 1970s.
Okay.
Personally, I would just say that she's a freak, but anything is art, right? Dear Tony, I am so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place.
Spirit cooking dinner. Do you think you would be able to let me know if your brother is joining?
Sit these motherfuckers down and force them to explain every single sentence, and it has to make sense. What is so hard about that? What do you mean spirit cooking?
Do you think you will be able to let me know if your brother is joining? All my love, Marina. Marina Abramovich. I think I called her Maria a second ago, but anyways, it seems innocent enough at first glance. But what is spirit cooking? I mean, probably just some unconventional or traditional way of cooking if I had to guess. But it actually turns out that's not what it is at all.
That is
You
not
see,
what it is.
spirit cooking
Fuck
is
no.
an art form or occult ritual invented by Abramovich, inspired by the idea that ghosts feed off of intangible things like light, sound, and emotion. For this reason, her recipes involve things like evocative instructions for actions and
Cut
thoughts,
deeply into the middle of the finger of your.
and bodily fluids. A few excerpts from her
the
cookbook
fuck?
are as follows. With a sharp knife, cut deeply into your middle finger of your left hand, eat the pain. Look in the mirror for as long as it is necessary for your face to disappear. Don't eat the light. A moment ago, I referred to spirit cooking as an art project or an occult
what?
ritual, and I wasn't being facetious. This is how Abramovich
Rage, brother, be careful, man. These are deep waters, nigga. They gonna have to take all of us, nigga. Right, chat? Right? They can't take us all right?
No.
Yo, you come from me. You come from every single person in this chat.
No. Fuck
The
no.
free thinkers. They're in
Fuck
this
no.
chat knowing they're at risk.
Fuck
The
no.
IP address is saved.
No.
The higher ups, the FBI, if they wanted to, they could find everybody fucking details in this fucking chat right now, but they don't care because they stand with me. If I go, they go.
Fuck no.
And they will fight.
I stand with Lord Jesus Christ.
They'll throw their fucking
That
life
is my
on the line.
savior.
They don't give a fuck. They don't care about their
He
life.
died for my sins
Whether
and
they
was
care
and
about
was
the fucking truth.
and was
Talking about some deep waters. If I die, chat
reborn.
dies.
3 days later. Back to life.
Let me get an amen and let me get a fax in the chat.
That's my Lord.
You're gonna fucking
Jesus
fax
Christ,
in
my
the
Lord and
chat.
Savior. I accept Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
herself views her work. In an AMA on Reddit, Marina says herself that the context is what makes something art or not. Quote, everything depends on which
Wait, what? In case of investigation by any federal entity I do not have any involvement with this group.
Is that for Rico? Is that for Rico?
Chat,
Dumbass.
chill.
Nah,
Chill.
nah.
Chat, chill. Chat.
No.
Stop playing. Come on.
No. In case
Chat,
of
stop playing.
in case of an investigation by any
Come on.
federal entity
Let's lock in here.
or similar,
Stop fucking around.
I do not have any involvement with this group.
Chat,
or
stop
with the
fucking
people
around.
in it. I do not.
Let's
know
lock in
how
here.
I am here, probably added by a third party. I do not support any actions by the member of this group.
Why is my mods typing?
Dead ass.
Why is first time chatters typing this shit?
Dead ass? Dead ass. Yeah, fuck out of here.
You never
nigga.
typed before.
Hold on. Matter of fact, let me
You're a
type in
first,
first.
bro. I'm not even Trump. This nigga's this one too. You're a first time chatter.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting me, nigga. You're not getting me, nigga. You're not
context
getting me.
you are doing what you are doing. If you are doing the occult magic in the context of art or in a gallery, then it is art. If you are doing it in a different context, in spiritual circles or private house or on TV shows, it is not art. The intention, the context for what it is made, and where it is made defines what art is or not. So in her own words, they are doing an occult ritual. If you're curious to see this spirit cooking, you can find a video online of Abramovich giving one of these artistic performances herself as demonstration. The video shows Abramovich writing phrases from her cookbook on a wall in pig's blood and then dousing the statue of a small child in it. Now, of course, there's no way to say for sure if John Podesta attended this spirit cooking event or not, but coincidentally, in photographs from around that time, John Podesta can be seen with a band-aid on his left hand's middle finger. And people online have also mentioned that his hands, and particularly his fingers, are awfully scarred, as if they've been deeply wounded repeatedly. But I'm sure that's unrelated. Clearly, these are really bad.
I'm not so sure, nigga.
Duh, bro.
Who's
nigga,
sure?
Nigga, that's what he's. Oh my, bro.
Nah, that's related as fuck.
I think you slow, gang.
That's
I ain't gonna
related
lie.
as shit.
I think you slow.
Why is it not related? Go back.
Read what was on the wall.
that his hands and particularly his fingers are awfully scarred, as if they've been deeply wounded
it's unrelated.
repeatedly. But I'm sure that's unrelated. Clearly,
I
these
think
are
so,
really
too.
bad optics, and we've
The
already.
wall?
But I'm sure that's unrelated. Clearly, these are if they mentioned seen with
What
a
wall?
band-aid. Incidentally, in photographs
keep
from around
going,
that
you
time,
fuck-
John
bro.
Podesta can be seen with
like-
a band-aid
oh,
on his
man.
left hand's middle
Read the
finger.
wall.
And people
I'm
online
reading
have
the wall.
also
Where do you see?
mentioned that his hands and particularly
Go
his
back more. The ritual wall. Oh, I already read that shit.
Saliva
Bro, I'm
of
not
your
saying this shit
lover.
out loud. So you want me to read this shit out loud? I'm not saying this shit out loud, gay. I already saw this shit. Shit like some shit is scary. I don't even want to look at it, bro.
Bro,
Gay, this shit's scary to look at, bro.
Bro, what
This
the
is just some
fuck?
demon. This is some demon shit.
I rebuke this in the name of Jesus. I rebuke this in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke this in the name of Jesus.
and then dousing the statue of a small child in it. Now, of course, there's no
So they get in bowls, putting their fucking middle finger blood, nothing in this shit, mix it up and yo, these motherfuckers are, yo, get them going. They're
way to
sick.
say for sure
They're
if John
fucking sick.
Podesta attended this spirit cooking event or not, but coincidentally, in photographs from around that time, John Podesta can be seen with a band-aid on his left hand's middle finger. And people online have also mentioned that his hands and
Please,
particularly
get
his
y'all some,
fingers are
please.
awfully scarred, as if they've been deeply wounded repeatedly. But I'm sure that's unrelated. Clearly, these are really bad optics, and we've already reached a point where the absolute best case scenario is that these people are involved
Getting out
in
of
the
here,
occult and
bye.
are doing blood rituals in private. People who are powerful, ruling class members of society are being invited to, in private, perform ceremonies and worship old world gods.
Why do the strong niggas? Why do niggas with power gotta be the fuck ass weird niggas, gang?
Bro, let me tell you.
Let
Let me
it
tell
be
you.
the
Let me tell
fucking
you.
like. Oh my god.
Look, realistically, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's really because, just for the simple fact that it's because first off, they have nothing else to do. The niggas have gotten so rich and so up in status, they have nothing else to do but to be fucking weird. That's what having too much power is. They have power without purpose.
Like XQC's late game comment.
They have money without purpose.
Shit like this is too deep. This is more than just being bored.
They don't like. There's like.
Some we don't know about.
That's why you have to genuinely do something to, you know what I'm saying? That's why I reside in this, bro.
To in private perform ceremonies and worship old world gods like Moloch and Baal, but more on that in a second. This is where James Alefantis and his world famous pizza come in, and it only gets weirder. So
Jesus Christ.
who is James Alefantis? Well, he's an entrepreneur who owns Comet Ping Pong, a pizza restaurant located in Washington, D.C., and also a location that was frequently mentioned.
Ask yourself why FaZe moved to LA from Miami. Ask yourself why FaZe Banks wears black so much. Ask yourself why FaZe is. Hey, notice the only nigga that stayed in Miami when everybody moved to LA. Just saying. I'm just saying.
That's crazy, bro. Ain't the nigga K-Son been to a Diddy party?
Hush. Niggas didn't say shit. Nigga just teleported there. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
In the Podesta emails. He's also one of the most powerful and influential people in the nation that you've never heard of. Despite being nothing more than a restaurant owner, GQ listed him as one of the 50 most powerful people in Washington in an article published in 2012. GQ writes,
Liberal 20
Jay-Z
something.
dancing with the woman. The woman that be doing the blood shit? That sent that email? Lady that sent that email? Gang, that bitch is not normal, gang. She's not even dancing. What the fuck is this? This is like a ritual.
That's literally what it is.
Or are they filming a movie scene or a music video? What is it? Because these are like music video cameras.
Why would she be? Why would she?
This is like a script. Now let's not be stupid though. What is this? Is this a music video? But why is this bitch in it though? Why is her of all people in it? Why her? I'm not really worried about how it looks because it's a music video. You just do whatever the fuck. I'm worried about why are these two together? How did, like, what is her purpose? Why her?
Rage, listen, man. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. This has been the reality for years. Even the Bible speaks about it in John 5:19. The wicked one, aka Satan.
Like, bro.
First of all,
I'm telling you.
that's a bar. First of all, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's crazy.
She looked like one of the motherfuckers that be in a murder investigation.
5 years ago.
He sold himself
12 years.
the truth in front of us. Just focus.
This lady is a witch. Look up her name and what she believed in. It will shock you. It almost scared me.
I feel bad for people who fall for this.
I feel bad for people who fall for this
Rage, you
crap
not
and
ready.
think
This
it's
video
art.
gets insane.
What?
Have you seen the Gmail website you can go to?
The what?
Liberal 20-somethings in khakis drink beer and eat pizza at a
Hey man, I saw that you work at Little Caesars. Just know bro, you don't have to LARP owning a Rolls Royce. Just go back to the trench and drive your Hellcat, dude. It's going to be alright. Thumbs up emoji.
Fontas-owned Comet Ping Pong. More established progressives wine and dine next door.
What the fuck is that link?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Giovanni pinned it, so it's gotta be okay.
What is this? What the fuck is this?
Will Hunter, what the?
This is literally his email. Yo, it feels weird going through someone's shit like this, but this thing's a fucking.
Or rather long and a few typos. More bad news for our friend. The information contained in this communication is confidential. Maybe
Yo.
attorney privilege, bro.
Search pizza. Red Hook. Would it be okay to go to Red Hook for an hour to have a quick pizza, leaving just after 7? Thanks. 2012. Gang, what? Hi, Anna. Mr. MC would like to see the menu from the pizza place.
Could someone send it, please?
This is actually like a real pizza place? What is this? Go to attachments?
Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm blind. Where do you see attachments? Here?
On the left.
That's copy link.
Nigga. Left.
Do not click.
Nigga
Yo,
left.
chill.
Left.
Oh, the attachment that. Oh, okay.
Oh my fucking. Yo.
Or I see a picture of a little girl,
Yep.
but it could be someone's baby photo that they sent. But I don't know. It's black or white.
Search up.
Why are some of these not attached anymore? There's no thumbnail. Oh, I clicked one and it downloaded to my computer. It's saved to my. What do I do? 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 I thought I was gonna open it. I thought it was gonna be big. Oh my God! Get me out! 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 How do I'm deleting this shit. Recycle bin. Where the fucking recycle bin?
Bro, you gotta be careful, dude.
Empty recycle bin. Get the fuck out my fucking PC, bitch. Get me out of this site. Get me out. Yo, that's yo. Why did it automatically download to my shit? Look at all the pictures of weird, bland-looking rooms. In case of investigation. Yo, in case of investigation, I just want to let you know, if you want to take me down, you got to take down the whole fucking chat.
No.
Like I said before, they don't give a fuck that all their information, the IP address is encrypted inside the chat right now. They don't care that it's open information for the...
To avoid
for
negative
government.
consequences, one must act with integrity and transparency, as karma is always watching.
Look at them. They're sub to me. They
In
give
case
me
of any
money
investigations by
monthly
any federal
because of how much they
or
support me in this.
similar, I do not have any
So
involvement
if you want to take
with
me
this
down,
group
you got to take
or
all
with
of
the
us
people
down.
in it. Yeah. I do
Or
not know
Alphonsus
how I
owned
am here.
Bucks Fishing Camping.
Probably
Alphonsus is
added by a
also the
third
board
party.
president of Transformer,
Yeah.
the contemporary art gallery that shamed the Smithsonian for removing an installation offensive to right-wingers. When it comes to DC radical chic, Alphonsus is unsurpassed. If you don't know him, you aren't wearing your scarf right.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Let's really go back.
Listed him as one of the 50 most
Israel is coming for you now. GG.
powerful
What does this got to do with Israel?
Nigga, everything, to be honest. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, everything that's happening is in a Bible, gang. No bully. Everything that's happening
GG,
right now is in the
bro.
Bible.
Let's get
Everything.
They need to make a movie on this shit.
people in Washington in an article published in
They
2012.
already have
GQ writes, liberal 20-somethings in khakis drink beer and eat pizza at Alphonsus-owned Comet Ping Pong. More established progressives wine and dine next door at Alphonsus-owned Bucks Fishing Camping. Alphonsus is also the board president of Transformer, the contemporary art gallery that shamed the Smithsonian for removing an installation offensive to right-wingers. When it comes to DC radical chic, Alphonsus is unsurpassed. If you don't know him, you aren't wearing your scarf right. So basically, this restaurant owner is the pretentious king of the woke. And if you're left-wing and you don't know who James Alphonsus is,
Fuck is that?
you must not be wearing your scarf right. Get out of my pizza shop, you peasant. When it comes to radical
that
chic
pizza
in
dude?
DC,
His face do look familiar,
I'm
right? Is he
undefeated. Anyways, if
famous?
this guy is one of the 50 most powerful people in our nation's capital, he must make some pretty good pizza or have
Yeah,
connections
the
somewhere
fuck?
else, right? Well, James Alphonsus is a gay man who was involved in a relationship with David Brock, who was chief of is a
Epstein
gay
worked
man
for
who was
Israel.
involved in a
He was Mossad adjacent. Also GG. That link bugged your computer and they're watching.
Wait.
Israel worships
why these
Baal
niggas
and
look the
Malak.
same?
Israel got upset when Iran burned the Baal statue.
Huh? Is that facts or they just chatted? Like 100% facts. Like,
I'm pretty sure that's true. That's true.
connect.
I believe that's true.
I got the heebie-jeebies, gang. Generally, I have the heebie-jeebies, bro.
Bro. This shit ain't nothing to
I
play with.
did got the
man.
heebie-jeebies, bro. What the fuck? Hold on. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching though.
Powerful people in our nation's capital, he must make some pretty good pizza.
Yeah, how is he
or
one of the
have
most powerful
connections somewhere
people?
else, right? Well, James Alphonsus is a gay man who was involved in a relationship with David Brock, who
Okay.
was chief of media.
Splat Walker, what the 20 gifted subbers. Splat Walker. Hey, yo, chat, and I'm gonna let you know if YouTube demonetizes this or makes it extra weird for us to get paid for this video or even lets it go public. I'm dead ass. Let's see. Hey, Caleb, keep me updated. Hey, update. Tell me how long this takes to get through passing and testing and shit.
Media Matters, a major media organization tied to the Democratic Party, until he left a man who was involved in a relationship with David Brock, who was chief of Media Matters, a major media organization tied to the
I don't care if
Democratic
they're
Party,
gay, but
until he left in 2022. David Brock also founded Correct the Record,
Splat
a super
Walker,
PAC created in 2016.
Thank you, Honey Boo Boo Bears of a CC. But it does. It's important because that's his partner. Splat, they for the 10 gifted gang. Love you.
Appreciate
Love
you.
you, gang.
To support the Clinton campaign. At a surface level, this doesn't seem that weird, and it
Right.
does help explain some of the political power and influence
That
that
guy.
James Alphonsus has. But
Top
then
50 is
people
crazy,
found
though.
his Instagram account at Jimmy Comet, and
Okay.
as you can probably
Whoa,
guess,
what? Oh, okay.
it only gets weirder. We'll start with this picture that he had up on his Instagram showing a young child being held in a man's arms. Nothing wrong with that, but the caption of this picture is #chickenlovers.
This is his Instagram? How do we know this? What is this account? The fuck is this? This is the account of a top 50 person. This is his account. Like 100%. First of all, why are you following more people than got followers? Why do you have 780? There's no way this actually is an account. It's not verified or nothing? Yo, Tay is live with the 30 gifteds. Splat with the yo, y'all going crazy,
please,
gang.
can y'all trick on me though? Please.
Y'all going.
I could really use it,
Oh,
like, I could really
bad. My lovers.
I love that. The fuck up, bitch.
My lovers.
At Jimmy Comet, and as you can probably guess, it only gets
How do we know
weirder.
this is his
We'll start
account?
with this picture that he had up on his Instagram showing a young child being held in a man's arms.
Someone
Nothing
confirmed
wrong
to
with
me somehow that
but
this is
the
actually his
caption
account,
of this
and I'm
picture is
sold.
#chickenlovers.
lovers,
Chicken
man.
lover
185 weeks ago,
What
too.
the
Like, why would
fuck?
some random account?
is well-known coded
Post that.
language that was used in the 1994
Yo, who is these? Yo, Tay is live. Y'all going crazy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This is a perfect time to give subs too, because people get hit with ads during this important reaction. Feed these niggas. Don't let these ads stop these niggas from seeing. Am I gonna turn the ads off? Hell no. Hell no. But
Shit, me neither, nigga. I'm gonna keep running.
you're
even
gifting
though
subs to the
nobody
people so
watching
they
my
don't
shit.
see ads anymore. And
Feel me?
this is a very good video to not want to see ads.
What Ron be doing?
or documentary film Chicken Hawk that focuses on homosexual relationships with a documentary film lover is well-known coded language is #Chicken Lovers. Chicken Lover is well-known coded language that was used in the 1994 documentary film Chicken Hawk that focuses on homosexual relationships with a large age gap. An age gap so large that it makes the relationship itself criminal. There's also this image that appears to be of a walk-in cooler being referred to as the kill room in the comments. Alphonsus captioned this picture, "Oh yeah, this looks fun," and then he went into the comments under his own post and wrote #murder.
Okay, this seems too okay. How do we know that this is shit? No,
Yo,
gang.
man.
Like this don't make no sense. It's like a fucking a nigga really trying to hide this shit. They're not posting this on Instagram, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, nigga. They don't, bro.
Some drool shit.
They're
like,
not gonna
what?
hide it. They've been doing this shit in plain fucking sight.
It is, bro. You weren't there in 2020, dude. What does that mean?
The whole point is to put it in plain sight.
Wait, who rated it? I don't see.
W-Ray.
Oh, Sauce Walker rated?
Sauce.
What the?
Sauce.
What the? Oh, that's who was getting it?
Sauce.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
We're good, boy.
And what?
We're good,
He'll
Sauce.
say it again.
Another
To
10
avoid
get it?
negative consequences, one must act with integrity and
You know what I'm saying? I'ma be
transparency,
stoning
as
you, feel
Karma
me?
is always
Know what I'm
watching.
saying?
Hey,
Southwest
gang,
side, you
appreciate
feel me?
Call
Hey, Lee,
Sauce
Texas.
Walker.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
For the SWAT, you feel me?
Appreciate you, Sauce. You do what I'm saying? We're learning a lot about some crazy
And
shit.
what?
The higher ups in the
Old
in the
Testament
inside.
talks about Canaanites' tradition of doing rituals with firstborns, etc. Look up that
You're
Hillary
being
shit.
baited.
And what?
It's a Satan-ruled world. All we can do is pray. Folded hands emoji.
Bro, is it Sauce Walker or not, gang? Like what like
Exotic Racks. Appreciate that 5 gifted. I don't understand. They just make
exotic
this nigga
racks with
pockets
the 5 gifted gang.
inflate.
Oh,
The nigga pockets is
yo,
already
Sauce,
inflated.
yo, exotic rap. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we're literally learning this some school shit right here. This is the type of shit they should have taught us in fucking school. No cap.
Room in the comments.
Wait, chat. How do we know that? I'm stuck on this. I'm not gonna let it go. How do we know that this is his real Instagram? Because if this is real Instagram, there's nothing else that needs to be said. It's over. Castrate him. It's a burner. How do you know? They found it. Who's they?
CIA, FBI. Yeah, why don't niggas ever go on to like the dark web to find shit like this?
Oh, like the feds?
Yeah, like the
said that
feds.
this is his burner. Like it's documented that this is his account.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. So my question is, in one breath, we be saying the feds and the CIA, we be saying that shit like they're all controlled, but in the next breath, we believe, like, how do we know when it's like, you dig what I'm saying?
This right here tell you. Like it really do. It dead ass do tell you.
We don't.
I can really tell you. Sorry, I didn't mean to say dead ass.
Tay is live. Thank for the 10 gifted.
It tell you, bro.
Thank for the 10 gifted, my
How to
love.
decipher all that.
I just looked up the Instagram and he follows you, GG.
To throw you off. FBI good, CIA bad.
Yeah, CIA.
They don't
CIA
fucking follow me,
be-
bro. Fuck out of here.
CIA be.
Fontes captioned this picture, "Oh yeah, this looks
fucking
fun,"
mass
and then he went into the
interrogating niggas.
comments under his
Yo, I need
own
an article
post and
showing
wrote,
that this is his
"Hashtag
Instagram account. I
murder."
need-
And
this
like
is
with
too
everything
crazy for
else
me.
here, this is
Like, I
really
need to
only
see,
barely
like-
scratching the surface. There are countless weird pictures and captions from the Jimmy Comment Instagram, and if we went through all of them, we would be here all day. There's this picture of a young child with euros in his mouth, and Jimmy Comment writes, Hashtag Karis James loves spending euros. There's this picture of
Who
a
are these accounts
hashtag-
commenting? That's quite an expressive face, so cute. Mind you, 250 weeks ago from the time this was posted, niggas don't really got like the bots like those to be in some random niggas with no follower shit. That's his money.
Karis James
Who are these
loves
humans?
spending euros. There's this picture of a baby doll holding a sign that says, German baby, $1,200, please do not touch. Jimmy Comet writes,
Oh my god, he got
What
verified.
a bargain.
way overpriced. There's this picture of a young child with their hands taped to a ping pong table. And in the comments again, someone else writes, hashtag Karis James. Karis James seems to be a recurring thing referenced in Jimmy Comment's captions and comments, and it's really anyone's best guess what that could be. But coincidentally,
What's
there is a
Karis
small
James?
Caribbean island or island named Little St. James. That Caribbean island named Little St. James happened to be owned by a now very famous financier who
Don't
was
say
from New
Karis or
York.
something.
I'm sure you've seen that guy's name in the news recently. And of course, this
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Look at his bio. Hold on. None of my noties pop up.
The account is private.
Pizzas, ladders, light bulbs.
Like it's something we don't. It's just something we don't know about. It's something we don't know about. I'm telling.
What the fuck is light bulbs and ladders?
Named Little St. James happened to be owned by a now very famous financier who was from New York. I'm sure you've seen that guy's name in the news recently. And of course, this was who was from New York. I'm sure
There's
you
people actually wearing like this nigga's drip. Like, you niggas is so corny, gang. Can't wait till y'all niggas fucking perish. Holy
seen that guy's
fuck.
name in the news recently. And of course, this was years before anyone knew what was happening at that island. That wouldn't come until 2019. Then people realized that Jimmy Comet's profile picture on Instagram wasn't a picture of him, it was actually a picture of a statue. Nothing weird about that, except that this specific statue was the statue of Antinous. Antinous was a Greek pubescent who got involved in a relationship with Roman Emperor Hadrian, who was in his late 40s, and he is specifically known as the Greek boy lover. Now, this wasn't seen as anything bad in the ancient world societal norms, but of course we look at that a lot differently today. And this easily could have just been a coincidence, but in the bigger picture and everything else being considered, it's not hard to see why it would raise.
So this nigga is the gay pedophile niggas like GOAT. That's their GOAT.
Yeah. Basically.
Gay pedophiles look up to this nigga. This is a fucking GOAT.
Basically. Yeah.
They begin this nigga tatted on them type shit like.
Norms, but of course we look at that a lot differently today. And this easily could have just been a coincidence, but in the bigger picture and everything else being considered, it's not hard to see why it would raise some questions. And that's really what this entire theory is based off of. How many coincidences are you willing to overlook in order to believe the official narrative that there's nothing else going on here? Even if you think this is just a bunch of conspiracy nonsense,
how dumb.
it's not hard to see why so many people buy into
How naive.
it. Because in order to believe there's nothing else going on,
Gonna keep
you
adding.
have to chalk so many things up to coincidence.
But for me, that has to be just not knowing. I be seeing shit. I just assume like, oh, it could be true or it could be some conspiracy shit that niggas be talking about. But seeing all this shit niggas be talking about,
bro,
and there's like a time that makes sense, and there's it's like, yo, gay.
Files confirmed that a lot of beliefs/opinions held by people on all sides are social engineered/pushed by Jews. People's worldviews are deadass molded by these people.
Yo, is there ever gonna be someone of power and stance that come up and say, yo, fuck them niggas? You dig what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, yo,
Nigga.
this side, this
Cat
side.
Williams. Nigga,
We
Cat
not even
Williams.
the enemy. We, you know, this not. We're not the enemy towards each other, my nigga. It's some other shit going on, nigga.
Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Literally. Cat.
There has been. They all die.
Cat Williams. Nigga, Cat. Literally Cat.
JFK did
Kanye?
and Kanye.
Cat Williams. Bro, that nigga was like, come on. It was all right there. Like, come on, dude.
just overlook them. The cryptic emails, the occult rituals being mentioned in the emails, the profile picture, the pictures posted on the Instagram. And there's also the elephant in the room of why is this man who is attracted to other men, so he has no kids of his own, spending so much time around so many different young children? Putting aside the weird context and captions of these pictures,
like facts.
who even are these children? And clearly I'm not
fuck are these kids?
Context and captions of these pictures, who even are these children? And clearly I'm not the only one wondering that, because even Snopes notes how strange his Instagram was and how James Alfonso...
And chat, I always say this in every weird situation. Think about the shit that's not recorded, talked about, or documented that we will never know about. This is the shit that we
Well,
caught.
yay people have spoken out. but then they end up missing, or get labeled as crazy like that lady with the TV show who got dementia.
Dementia.
Does not have any children, and neither do his closest associates. And they also note how it was privated only 2 days after it was found, so clearly he knew how bad this all looked. And they even say in this same article that Pizzagate is false and it's all nonsense and not real at all. So even they can't just overlook this. They have to address the elephant in the room and be like, yeah, this guy's Instagram page is really fucking weird, and we actually have no clue who these kids are. And again, that's overlooking all the other stuff. Even if we knew how these kids were connected to James Alefantis, the pictures would still be really weird.
Facts.
The context of them, the captions. But on top of all of that, this is a guy with a boyfriend, so the kids
Ain't your kids, you fucking a nigga. I don't know if they got technologies now. I don't know what they got going on now with the technologies and shit. I don't know if niggas can give birth yet.
Nah.
But I know back then they didn't have those, gang.
That still ain't
And what the
happening,
fuck is on that nigga's face? Is that a nose?
bro. Nigga,
What is that?
damn on
You
his
trying to tell me
shit.
this is a no? What the fuck is this? What is that? What is that? I'm confused. The shit is that?
Fucking freak.
clearly aren't his, and his closest associates and his friends don't have any children. While none of this is hard evidence of anything criminal happening, friends don't have any children. While none of this is hard evidence of anything criminal happening, it really does make you wonder what's really going on here, and that's a genuine question. I would love for somebody to explain to me how this is all very innocent in
Sad
nature.
part
and
is this is literally the surface of it. Everyone you've
bro.
looked up to is a part of a group you're not allowed in. Wait until you find out the history of Freemasonry, the religion, and the real history of the heroes of Black history, MLK, LeBron, etc.
You know what's crazy?
Deeper and deeper. Bro.
When I was just 7, 8 years old, I was 8 years old. Greg used to dead ass like, I wish I had a dollar bill here. He used to be talking about shit like that. He used to be talking about the All Seeing Nine, all these rappers and shit.
Yeah, nigga, like,
And
bro,
like,
the
he used to
Illuminati
take the
and
dollar
shit.
bill and fold it a certain way. Like, yo, I used to think, yo, this nigga's a nut. I was like, yo, this nigga's a fucking nut.
Nothing weird going on.
There's an unreleased episode of Oprah where a Jew lady admits that Jews are satanic.
What?
And I'm open to that explanation, I just haven't heard it. All of this just looks very weird, and it seems like the farther down this rabbit hole you go, you're left with more questions than answers. All I'm saying is that when you connect all the dots together, it really doesn't look good, and it does make you wonder if there's more going on here than what we know. Speaking of connecting the dots, James Alefantis has this picture of Marina Abramovich.
Oh, y'all couldn't see. But I laughed at something popped up on the screen. Yo, low-key, thank God, but the screen was hidden.
Really doesn't look good.
Yo,
and
low-key,
it does
thank
make you
God the
wonder
screen
if
was
there's
hitting.
more going on here than what we know. Speaking of connecting the dots, James Alefantis has this picture of Marina Abramovich posted to his Instagram. So at the very least, he's a fan of her work, which I would say isn't exactly normal. I don't think I've ever personally met a Marina Abramovich fan, and I think most people don't even know who the hell that is. James
What the fuck was that hashtag, Gary? I'm not going back to it. I'm not getting mad. What the fuck was that? What was that hashtag?
James Alefantis also has connections to Tony Podesta, John Podesta's
Go back.
brother. Here they are.
What, bro. It was I'm not going back. I didn't see. Okay, just think about a bundle of sticks. Or what Marlon may say, I'm trying to smoke a. You dig what I'm saying?
Pictured together in what seems to be some sort of campaign or fundraiser taking place at Comet. Doesn't really matter, but there they are. Okay, but that could just be a
Yeah,
campaign.
swag
It
it.
doesn't really prove that they know each other, right? Well, here's another picture from the event that is much more candid, and it was posted to Jimmy Comet. He is literally brushing elbows with Tony Podesta in front of a cake, and side note, this guy is absolutely cheesing. Whether they know each other well or not, clearly Alefantis is very happy to be there next to Tony Podesta.
Nigga, they know
And
each
this
other.
just raises even more questions, especially when you look into Tony Podesta's art collection. And that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not going to open here. All I'll say is that if you look at this guy's art collection, it feels illegal.
Let me
it
see.
feels like
Let
I'm
me
doing
see.
something wrong
What?
seeing it on my computer.
Wait, I don't want to
and
see
it's
that.
all over this guy's walls. When I started researching this, I went in hoping to find answers to some of this.
Google
but
it?
It doesn't seem like there are.
You're not gonna show it
Everyone's
on-
very quick to tell you that this is all conspiracy and it's made.
He's not gonna show it on here, right? What's it called? Tony Podesta paintings?
It's disgusting. High screen. Don't show. Oh my god.
What the fuck? I'm getting out of here. I can't. No. I'm sorry. There's no way that's real? That's in his house? How? Like, why? Like, how?
That's disgusting, bro. Hold on.
How's that like how do niggas just rock with like what?
Made up nonsense, and that very
Give us a word that describes it? Gang. Pizza orgies type vibe, like I don't know what I was looking at, gang. It was some shit. Bro, there was a fucking painting of a bed and a group of people like humanoids around the bed, and one person mounted on the bed and a little being under the person
Shout out
mounted.
Gary Caradori.
Mounted.
Died in a plane explosion with his son for trying to expose the OG Epstein rings before Epstein. The Franklin scandal.
What? See, I want to look into that too.
well might be the case, but nobody actually shows you where it's been disproven. Now let's
RIP.
talk about some of the symbolism that people have noticed, because I know I've said it
Well,
a
you
few
were up
times
here
at this
fronting
point,
like you're some.
but it really does just get weirder and weirder. In 2007, an FBI document leaked showing specific symbols that predators use to identify each other. While looking at this document, people noticed that these symbols appear quite frequently used to identify.
Boy,
Has there anybody ever been
Little
seen
boy
publicly
lover.
with one of these shits?
Child love online media. Child lover.
Yes.
The child lover logo,
show.
C logo, as shown below, resembles a butterfly and represents
Uzumaki clan.
preferential. Oh, hey,
Bro. I ain't gonna lie, taking Uzumaki clan swag is crazy.
Identify each other. While looking at this document, people noticed that these symbols appear quite frequently in
what?
businesses, logos,
Yes, bro,
and
the Pope
imagery
has looked
of
it
not
up.
only Comet Pizza, but surrounding businesses as well. For starters, Comet Pizza had this Play, Eat, and Drink, or PED logo on their website, which many people believe was surrounding or PED logo on their website, which many people believe resembles one of these symbols. On the subject of Comet Pizza's website, the website was hacked in 2016, and the hacker shared an apparent members-only section. This members-only area was password protected, but when a password was entered, it brought you to a downloads page. On this page, you're able to download various large zip files, but each one requires a specific download key. Keep in mind, this is a pizza place. What could
Why?
possibly be the reason to have a members-only section on the website
Right.
with downloadable files
Right.
available? And what is in these folders that is so exclusive that each one requires a unique password in order to be able to download it? And this wasn't some staff-only area of the website, which even that wouldn't really make any sense, but there were apparently 110 people in this exclusive pizza club. And again, once this came out, the entire section of the website disappeared, which really does make you wonder, Why? It's already bizarre that it was there to begin with, but why was it removed once the public found out about it? Again, assuming this is all real, because I don't have a way to verify it myself at this point. It was apparently deleted 10 years ago, but why did they try to bury it? Why did they try to cover it up? What's there that they don't want you to see? While looking into Comet Pizza, some people noticed something peculiar about the logo of Besta Pizza, another pizza place in Washington, D.C., located only 2 blocks down from Comet. Besta Pizza's logo is literally the boy lover symbol from the FBI document. Of course, this could be a coincidence, but
Actual FBI document.
again, as soon as people started talking about this online and pointing it out, Besta
what?
Pizza immediately
You
changed
should
their
react
logo
to the
and
CIA
removed the symbol.
whistleblower video if you haven't.
Bet.
Could they have just genuinely not known this, and then as
what?
soon as people
A photo just got leaked of Kobe's dad wearing that logo.
start talking about
What? But the nigga just...
it online, they realize and change it? Yeah, sure. And to be honest, Besta Pizza was kind of put in a lose-lose situation, because if they ignore what's going on and don't do anything, people are going to point to the symbolism and say they're involved. But if they do something like change their logo, people are going to say, oh, well, obviously they did know about this symbolism, and now they're trying to cover it up. Some
Hey
people
Rage, first time stream and see you're getting into the files. I've been analytically researching for a month, and to make a long short, Rome never fell and the elites worship Saturn/Satan as well as money. Who, if you want more info.
Bro, y'all
I
niggas gonna
got
send me down.
proof.
Y'all niggas gonna change my brain. Y'all gonna... Yo, gay. Y'all about to... Y'all gonna send me down a rabbit hole, gay. Y'all gonna have me pacing around my house about everything. Y'all gonna start tweaking, gay. Cause I don't like that shit, bro.
It's scary though, bro.
'Cause that means everybody just choosing to stay fucking oblivious the whole
nigga,
time. There's
duh.
demons like
Bro,
these.
think about it. We really live in the same planet as these weird fucks.
So how do you change it though?
What do you mean? How do you change it?
Like, what do you do?
This
This is the most it's probably been on Front Street. People trying to expose it. But what more can it like? Aaron Yeager.
What?
It's not that we just live with them. They control everything.
I know you may feel a way about Sneeko. I don't feel no way about
Oh.
Sneeko. But we had a really interesting conversation on stream. I know you'd like to watch off stream. Bro, I feel like Sneeko has very good, interesting conversations. And then sometimes he has conversations I'm like, all right, bro. But then a lot of times he has really good conversations. And then Nick Fuentes is in my fucking face and shit. I'm like, okay.
Klein have made the claim that Besta Pizza, which is now closed, was owned by Andrew Klein, who worked with the Human Trafficking Prosecution Unit under Obama's Department of Justice. And if that was the case, it would be a glaring red flag and would make the symbolism in the logo being a
I
coincidence.
open the stream, I see his homeboy in a Ku Klux Klan fucking jersey and fucking doing monkey sound. Like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm tapped out, gang.
Seemingly impossible. However, doing my own research,
lost
that
me.
doesn't seem to be the case, and I would say that there's a very small probability that there's any truth behind that claim at all. The DC Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs listed Besta Pizza under the corporate entity Uptown Pizza Inc., and Andrew Klein is listed as a non-commercial registered agent, which means that he was a third party associated with Besta Pizza, most likely a lawyer, but definitely not the owner. I say most likely a lawyer because Veritas Law Firm in Washington, D.C. has an Andrew J. Klein listed as their co-founder, who's been representing business and real estate clients for over 30 years. And from his picture, he's visibly a different person than the one associated with the Obama administration. If you ask me to point to one part of this whole theory that I think is most likely to be just a coincidence, it would be this part. And I really do think that these two men are just both named Andrew J. Klein. But who knows, maybe the lawyer isn't a real person and he's actually a honeypot designed by the deep state in order to make the whole conspiracy more easy to delegitimize. I don't think that's likely, but crazier things have happened. Just across the street from Comet Ping Pong and Besta
Jesus
Pizza is
Christ.
a French restaurant known as Terrasol Gallery. And again, just
What's
like
the-
Besta
what's the
Pizza,
sign? What's the symbol?
as
Show me
soon
the
as
logo.
people started talking about
Jesus
this logo
Bro, you
Right.
might have walked by someone that does this type of shit. Really think about it.
No, 100%. Even on a lower level, bro, you probably fucking met a cashier that's a fucking pedophile. You never fucking know. Everyday people or some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I've always think about shit like that. Like, yo, this random person I probably interacted with probably at home on some weird shit, and you will just never know.
I mean,
This
like
teacher
500k
is probably a
children go
fucking
missing
freak.
each year. You really think the government isn't in on it?
500,000?
Online, it vanished from their website. They were put into the same lose-lose situation, and again, people took this response and action as an admission of guilt. And again, if there weren't so many other coincidences, I don't think that people would have harped on this point
staying
so
at home
much.
argument.
But there are so many other coincidences,
lie.
and people
I
can
ain't gonna
only
lie,
lend
Farty.
you so much credence. Also on the Terrasol website was a picture of Hillary Clinton there, and I will not comment any farther on that.
Nah,
She was there,
let's
though.
comment
of
on that
Hillary
bit. What the
Clinton
fuck?
there.
Of course she was. Of course she was. Of course she was.
And I will not comment any farther on that. She was there, though, and that's a pretty
Statistically, there are a couple pedophiles in this chat right now.
Yeah.
Statistically, my chat is average teenagers.
Statistically, someone in chat is on this type of timing.
Why did two people just say that?
His name is Chaotic Soul. I'm not gonna lie, that's true.
strong endorsement. The food was probably really good.
I'm 33. Yo, okay, you're not helping the case, gang. Chill.
It's
But you are
ranges-
right, Dono, and that's
it
why
ranges from high
statistically,
teens.
that's why I thought one of my
High
homeboys
teens
was
to,
gay,
like-
because it was like 7 of us.
So niggas that's
4 of
around
us
his
wasn't
age
getting
was
no
like 28
bitches,
to, like,
and that's why we
30.
sat down in a
What?
circle to see who'd get bricked
that's
off
like
gay porn. It only lasted 10 seconds because we
15,
got up and
16
said,
to, like,
okay, we
30.
can't do this gay ass shit. But if we're going by statistics,
You should look up the furniture company Wayfair and child trafficking.
Wayfair. My fucking couch in my old house was from Wayfair. A fucking ex cop that shit. Wayfair was her shit.
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
It was having deals and shit, gang. It was like a fireplace for cheap as fuck.
Of course, people were also
Rage, do you think it's not crazy that people aren't rioting? They waited for the perfect time to release it so that it can get memed out. Look up Fall of Cabal on YouTube.
Yo, I need to make somebody needs to make a document of like topics that I need to deep dive into.
Check my chat logs for the pic of Kobe's dad.
What? Hold on, I gotta mute Donor for now. We gotta finish our
Comet
video
logo
because
at
I'm
this
losing
time,
track.
and while there was no blatant symbology that was mentioned in the FBI document, people did find something strange. Now stay with me because this is gonna sound like a reach, and it did to me at first too, but people pointed out that the Comet logo features crescent moons similar to some depictions of Moloch. For those of you who don't know, Moloch is a deity from the similar to some depictions
Okay, so with crescent moon, okay, so where it gets here, that means every time I see a crescent moon, I gotta think of Moloch or whatever the fuck that shit is.
of Moloch. For those of you who don't know, Moloch is a deity from the Hebrew Bible strongly
Like, I know
associated
bitches with
with
crescent
child
moons tatted on them
sacrifice.
'cause they
Some
think they're fucking
depictions of
spiritual
Moloch,
and shit, and they
especially
like the
later
moon.
depictions, show him with a star on his forehead and
Why the fuck do this nigga got titties?
2 crescent moons around either one of his hands. I know this seems like a massive reach, but guess what old world god's name appears in an Instagram post by Jimmy Comet? That's right, in this post on Jimmy Comet's Instagram showing off some Christmas presents he received, if you zoom in on the bottom left, you can see the word Moloch.
What the fuck do you mean?
Bro.
What the fuck do you mean? He got Christmas presents and Moloch was on that
presents
bitch.
he received. If you zoom in on the bottom left,
What's
you can see
machine?
the word Moloch.
Chat, what's
That
machine?
is so strange. And it's not like it's in a book or anything either. It looks like it's printed out on a single sheet of paper. Personally, I've never received any sort of gift, especially not a Christmas gift, referencing Moloch or any other deity. Maybe this is normal and I'm
Wait
just...
till Rage figures out all the Balenciaga he owns. I don't wear. I gave away all my Balenci shoes. I haven't worn Balenci shoes in months.
Rick Owens too. Rick Owens too.
Yeah.
out of the loop or something, but to me, that seems really weird, especially when you keep...
But
Rick Owens too, nigga.
the one piece of Balenci that I did keep, what the fuck is on my screen? Nigga wore a Balenci belt. Oh yeah, the belts, I don't have no more. I gave away like half my closet, no cap. I let my homeboys go ravage that shit.
I'm just out of the loop or something, but to me, that seems deity. Any sort of gift, especially not a Christmas gift, referencing Moloch or any other deity. Maybe this is normal and I'm just out of the loop or something, but to me, that seems really weird. Especially when you keep in mind all the ties to...
Bro. I'm not even gonna say who this look like because it's disrespectful, but yeah.
The occult and Marina Abramovich, it's all just so strange. And when that's the best case scenario, when the best case scenario is that you do occult rituals and worship old world deities that are connected to human sacrifice, it doesn't exactly leave a positive impression on people. The Pizzagate conspiracy all coalesced into one incident that took place at Comet Ping Pong, and my good friend Mr. Pilled is gonna jump in and give you the rundown on the entire event.
In 2016, a crazed lunatic driven mad by absurd conspiracy theories stormed into Comet's Pizza armed with a rifle. Totally incoherent and insane, of course, he starts firing wildly at everyone and hurts no one, and only destroys one very peculiar and convenient item. According to the official Department of Justice narrative, 29-year-old Edgar Welch did indeed walk into Comet's Pizza armed with a AR-15 and a revolver. Customers and employees alike fled, while Edgar himself remained inside of the restaurant for about 20 minutes. What was he doing in there? Well, he found a locked closet door, and he tried to jimmy it open. But when he couldn't, he decided to fire rounds into the door. After that, he didn't try and continue to get inside, he didn't break down the door, he stashed away his rifle and his revolver, walks outside unarmed, and is then arrested and sentenced to 4 years in prison. Now, what was inside that closet randomly that happened to get hit and destroyed? It was a computer, and everything on it was now gone. I don't know about you, but even before...
It's too many coincidences, Jack. Same street, across the street, symbols, all that, and out of all things, a nigga ran up in there one day and destroyed the computer.
Not gonna lie, there's
with a rifle. Did not shoot anybody. Did not rob it. Just shot the computer up and then walked outside of it. Like, come on. That's okay. That's actually like, come on, gang. What are we doing?
Looking deeper into it, even the official narrative is very weird.
How long ago was this? Where's Edgar now?
Way too clean for an active shooter event like this. Historically speaking, these are not so happy ending. Authorities claim that the AR-15 and the revolver were recovered inside of the restaurant, and then they discovered a shotgun hidden in his trunk with some ammunition. But one of the only eyewitnesses to this event, a lawyer in Maryland named Sharif, who was there with his wife and kids, claims that Edgar walked in initially with a shotgun. While this whole thing was going down, Sharif was making a series of tweets detailing the situation, while he also claims that Edgar stashed making a series of
Yes, I was playing ping pong with my wife and he out there. I didn't touch the police. Took a photo of him being arrested. I was there when a gunman came in. I think he was trying to stash a shotgun in the back to use later on. Guy was shot under
tweets detailing the situation, while he also claims that Edgar stashed away the shotgun potentially for future use. In the official narrative, it does describe Edgar stashing weapons away for potential future use. However, my problem lies in the discrepancy between what kind of weapon. And that's because you don't have to be a firearms expert to tell the difference between a shotgun and an AR-15. They're very distinct. They have very distinct profiles and silhouettes. Yeah. Anyways, get this. Edgar Welch is an actor listed on IMDb. Now that alone would be just a crazy, weird coincidence, right?
This some Lee shit, gang. Lee. Tighten up, boy.
Right. But his father, Harry Welch, owns a media company by the name of Forever Young Productions. You can't make this shit up.
Oh my God.
Father, Harry Welch, owns a media company by the name of Forever Young Productions.
Oh my.
I'm like, AIM couldn't write a script better than this, chat. How are all these Cthulhu coincidences happening, gang? Like, come on, bro. Like genuinely. I beg to differ.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, this is a
That's
Call of
not
Duty
where the
script.
oddities end, though. Harry Welch is a creature in his own. According to his IMDb bio, Harry Welch is a very, very distinguished fella. Let's take a look at it. Written over 30 screenplays. He took up karate in his 30s. That's pretty late, pretty old to be fighting. And then went undefeated in 200 matchups. Wow. Holy moly. He holds 7 Guinness Book World Records for one-armed, one-finger, and one-fingertip push-ups. Very impressive. Not only is he a physical specimen, but he's got a soft side too. He served as a foster family to 3 different children and is an avid animal lover, being a rescuer of animals for 30 years.
He's a
rescuing
fucking hero,
tigers, jaguars,
He's a
leopards,
fucking hero.
servals.
He just had the
and
best
operating a no-kill
fucking
shelter
bibliography
for dogs,
of all time.
housing up to
Fucking
55
hero.
at a time. They have found forever homes for over 300.
Just to hide the
so sweet.
fact that he's probably
Things start
fucking-
to get a little bit more serious, though, in his bio, saying he worked on federal, state, and local task forces fighting the war on drugs. Served 5 years with the Rowan County ABC Police. Side note, the ABC Police, I don't know what that is or what that stands for because I couldn't find any
Wait, I thought I was
information on
retarded.
what the
Wait,
hell
what the fuck is that?
ABC Police was.
What is that?
Stakeouts, watching illegal stills, patrolling the county for suspected bootleggers, even working with the ATF. Gross. Even the President of the United States in 1988, Ronald Reagan himself recognized the excellence of Harry Welch because he hand-selected him and 15 others to check out various military installations, even giving them national clearance and letting them check out the Cheyenne Mountain Nuclear Bunker, which is a command alternative for NORAD. That's big boy stuff right there. Why would goofy old Harry, owner of Forever Young Productions, need to explore a nuclear bunker? However, I think the weirdest highlight was one that stood out mainly because of the context. Served as executive director for Protect a Child, a national nonprofit organization to prevent abuse and abduction of children, appointed by Governor Jim Martin to the Governor's Commission on Child Victimization. In conjunction with this story and this conspiracy theory, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
But what's weirder is the fact that this Protect a Child organization doesn't exist. At least I couldn't find anything on it. So as far as I know, this doesn't exist. So why would he put it in his bio? That's about as far as it goes for Harry Welch. I couldn't really find anything else, but I want to bring this back to Edgar because his story's not finished yet.
Bro,
So I like to remain skeptical when I dive deep into
me
these
too.
subjects. So that way I don't get sucked into that I want to believe mindset, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that's pretty easy. I was asking
Easy as
myself,
fuck.
if
More
he was
people are
really a
fall-
part of this conspiracy, what would he gain from destroying that computer? What would be his motive to do that? And looking into Edgar's past, I think I found a fairly reasonable potential answer to that. See, previous to the charges that landed him a 4-year sentence after walking into Comet's Pizza, Edgar had struck a 13-year-old child in a reckless driving incident. And as a man who had previous DWI charges, he was facing a pretty serious sentencing. And if we're playing with the idea that some very powerful people needed a scapegoat or a way to get rid of some evidence or a way to maybe suppress these conspiracy theories that were making their ways out into the public, then I think it'd be a no-brainer if he was left between the choices of leaving his fate and his freedom up to the court system, potentially facing much harsher punishment, or, you know, walk into this pizza joint. Don't hurt anybody. Don't do nothing too bad.
Shoot that cabinet. You get 4 years. All this goes away.
All that shit.
Destroy this computer. Get 4 years, you know, fairly light, and then be on your way. Have your previous charges nullified. It's a good deal. I'd take that deal. Just some food for thought. Well, to finally wrap this chapter up, Edgar didn't even get to enjoy his freedom. because 5 years after his release, in January of 2025, Edgar was killed in a officer-related shooting after a traffic stop. Apparently, he pulled a gun on officers, and no one knows why. Sounds a lot like a loose end tied up to me, but what do I know?
Big thank you to Ethan or Mr.
We got the body cam on that?
Of course not.
Like, he just yo, like, let me see the body cam footage on that. I want to see the whole interaction, what the cop was saying, all that. Drop that shit.
Ain't no body cam, gang. You know it ain't no body cam.
There's none.
When something matters, it ain't no body cam.
The body cam probably killed himself. Yo, what?
Pilled for jumping in and going over that whole section. He's a really great dude. I've known him for about 5 years now, which is crazy. Time flies. But he makes really good videos. If you like the stuff that I post over here, there's a good chance that you'll like a lot of his content as well. So I'll leave a link to his stuff in the description and in the comments. Go check him out and tell him to post more often. He did a really good job, so I don't feel the need to yap too much about this. But again, just so many coincidences that you have to overlook.
To be honest, why not kill him in prison though? Yeah, and wait 5 years after. That's the type of shit I'd be at. Kara, good question. Maybe, but we don't know. Maybe everything was good, and 5 years later, I don't know, niggas nutting. They probably just didn't trust that he'll keep shit quiet or some shit. She's kind of probably getting aloof. They got to type any loose ends like, yo, shit kind of crazy. We got to take this nigga out. I didn't mean to say nutting.
What are the chances that this guy is facing serious criminal charges before he decides to do something like this? It's not impossible, but it is a little bit weird. What are the odds that this guy, who happens to be an actor, decides to go into Comet with a rifle and do something like this and nobody gets hurt except the computer is destroyed? That's pretty convenient.
The nigga went in and no. Maybe he didn't even know there was a computer there. It was just a cabinet. He just shot that bitch up.
He was just a lunatic. Crazy people do crazy things.
My biggest thing, I was thinking like, okay, maybe he was trying to rob them niggas. He thought the cabinet had a stash of money because he's a jeweler, so he tried to shoot it open, and that's just not how shit works. And that is like the biggest.
All the time.
But there's too many.
But again,
too many coincidences, gang. Like I can't even like.
With everything else taken into consideration, it gets harder to ignore these oddities in the story. If it was just a few weird things, it would be much easier to say people are just drawing lines and connections where there really aren't any, and it's all just one crazy conspiracy theory. But when every single beat of the story is filled with these coincidences, it gets harder and harder for people to just
cool, but it didn't get deep like at all. It goes way further than this.
Any of this is real. Maybe the official story is 100% true, and this really is nothing more than a conspiracy, and none of these things are connected at all in any way. But in the court of public opinion, you're going to have a really hard time convincing people of that. The human brain is designed to recognize patterns, so when seemingly all of this stuff is connected, you're going to have a really hard time convincing people that that's not the case. That pretty much summarizes the entire theory, or at least everything that I can cover here in a reasonable amount of time. The whole thing goes so incredibly deep that I would never be able to cover absolutely everything. If this does interest you, I highly recommend going down the rabbit hole yourself, because there's just an endless amount of theories and speculation online. But before we go, here are a bunch of other coincidences that I stumbled across when researching that I couldn't really fit into the main portion of this script. First of all, Hillary Clinton, who is seemingly very tied into this whole alleged scandal. She's very connected to all the people who are directly involved. Well, Frank Giestra, a member of the Clinton Foundation Board of Trustees, who's donated over $100 million to the foundation.
This nigga look like he drinks fucking blood out of a wine glass, gang.
Helped fund the Al-Qaeda project.
Look at the symbol, look!
Project focused on raise to the foundation, helped fund the the Al-Qaeda project, a project focused on raising the living conditions of refugees. And the logo is literally the exact same as the symbol mentioned.
So it's a coincidence that the Al-Qaeda project got the same fucking logo as the fucking boy lover shit.
And in the FBI document for boy lover. The Besta Pizza logo was pretty on the money with that same symbol. This is literally just that symbol. It's exact. It's not even a different color. It is just a giant blue spiraling triangle. Another person connected to the Clintons is Laura Silsby, the founder of New Life Children's Refuge. She went to Haiti in 2010 to help rehome orphaned children after the catastrophically destructive magnitude 7 earthquake. What a kind-hearted woman, right? Surely she would never traffic children. Well, guess what? She was caught by Haitian authorities smuggling 33 children on a bus across the Haitian border into the Dominican Republic. She was doing this without permission from Haiti, so illegal. And then when she was detained, it became quickly apparent that most of, if not all of these children weren't even orphans. So she took essentially a class full of children, took them away from their families, and then tried to flee the country and cross the border. Well, she was held in Haiti facing charges of conspiracy and child abduction until Bill Clinton stepped in and got her charges reduced to arranging irregular travel. She served a 6-month sentence in Haiti and then was returned to the United States. And fun fact, this
Not gonna lie.
Gang, what the fuck? The bitch dead took 33 jits. She just took 33 jits. And got 6 months?
woman who tried to smuggle children across the border away from their families has since changed her name to Laura Gaylor and has since been given an executive role at AlertSense, the company that provides the delivery infrastructure for Amber Alert. You know Amber Alert? The shit that pings your phone when a child goes missing? Yeah, a woman who was tried for child abduction is working for that company as an executive. That is so awesome. And then when Monica Peterson, the assistant director...
I'm done with it. I'm done. There's no fucking way, gang. There's no fucking way, gang.
Bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about? What are we talking about?
At the Human Trafficking Center in Colorado began looking into the Clintons' involvement in Haiti, she was
you got a fucking position with Amber Alert, but my homeboy got you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 1 month, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He can't get a job at Publix? Because of background check. But he been kidnapping children, getting fucking, what? Amber Alert!
Is so awesome. And then when Monica Peterson, the assistant director at the Human Trafficking Center in Colorado, began looking into the Clintons' involvement in Haiti, she was found dead. Of course, this was ruled to be caused by her own volition. Haven't heard that one before, right guys? And then there's one more slice to this story, and one that has largely been forgotten as time has moved on. It's something known as Cheesy Bay. This is the last time you'll hear me say this here, but I'm not asserting that this is true. And you should really take this last part with a grain of salt because it relies heavily on unproven claims. On April 21st, 2016, a Reddit throwaway account posted the question, why would there be 30-something Wi-Fi networks apparently coming from underneath a concrete pad? The user says that they had recently been working on a semi-urban farm property in Honolulu, and he then connected the man who owned the property to an eBay account selling faulty computer parts for ridiculous prices. The eBay accounts allegedly belong to a man going under the aliases Biff Skipman and Dave Flintstone. Someone apparently managed to hack into his emails and found correspondence with Sasha Lord, a DC area mentor for at-risk children, and also the event organizer at Comet Ping Pong. Now, the reason that I specifically mentioned that you should take this part as a grain of salt is because these emails were never fact-checked or verified by any government agency or third-party source, unlike the Podesta emails, so we don't even know if these are true. But allegedly, this eBay seller and the event organizer at Comet Ping Pong had been put in touch by a person named Richard Windsor. Who is Richard Windsor? Well, it happens to be a known alias for the Environmental Protection Agency Administrator, Lisa Jackson, who is also a Clinton Foundation board member. This part is true. She was caught using the fake email name Richard Windsor for who knows what, right? So it was already known that she had been communicating under the alias of Richard Windsor. So it's very plausible that people online already knew that she was communicating under this alias, and then they added this alias into this theory or story to kind of make it seem more credible. But coincidentally, Dave Flintstone, the man who was apparently running this eBay account, also happens to be the name of a man who founded a distillery in Hawaii. If you remember, OP said that they had been working on an urban farm area in Honolulu. This bag from OP's pictures also resembles a bag that Dave Flintstone has been photographed with. And there's one more email from the Podesta leaks that I haven't mentioned to you yet. Man, I miss you. The next 3 months are going to be rougher internally than in Beijing, between 7th and 1600. No fun. Hope you're doing okay. I'm dreaming about your hot dog stand in Hawaii. This
Bro, dude.
See, I'm over here looking
Bro.
about, learning about the truths of the world. I glance over to my chat, and the first thing I see, I know this is off topic, but Happy Duke Day.
Okay.
email was sent from Todd Stern, another Democratic donor and a person tied in with the Clintons. That seems like a weird thing to say. I'm dreaming about your hot dog stand in Hawaii. Well, this is a very recent revelation, but in April of this year, a man named David Flintstone, who is a resident of Hawaii, was arrested in Colombia for soliciting a minor. Upon responding, the officers found the 60-year-old foreigner in the company of a 15-year-old. Initial investigations indicate that the man had arranged an encounter with her worth 1 million pesos. The David Flintstone that was arrested in Colombia also happens to be the same age as the one who founded the dispensary. They're both 60 years old. For whatever reason, the man's face is blurred in the article, so there's no way to tell for sure if this is the same person. But if these are two different men, the article
Same build, looking like white, same age, Flintstone, Hawaii, coincidence?
so there's no way to tell for sure if this is the same person. But if these are two different men, that is a wild coincidence, because they would have to share the same first name, the same last name, be the same age, and both be from Hawaii. And even though the man arrested in Colombia had his face blurred, they do vaguely resemble each other, especially in the
like
body structure.
type.
As of right now, like I
Bro,
said,
it's that nigga, bro. Not no coincidence. Stop it. We know it's that nigga. Stop being it's that nigga. Stop being too nice for these niggas. I know you got to, because you feel me.
there's
I
no
respect
official
that. I respect
confirmation
it.
that these
But
are
it's
the
that
same
nigga,
people,
gang.
so
It's
we'll
that
just have to
nigga. It's
wait
him.
and see if anything else comes out. But those odds have to be like 1 in a billion. That is crazy, especially in Hawaii. I just looked it up, and the population is under 1.5 million people, so it's a very small
There's
state.
more niggas in fucking Broward and what the fuck?
Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Please let me know in the comments what you think about all of this, because I'm very curious to hear what you guys take away and what your opinions are. Do you believe the theory?
Gotta
Do you
protect
think that it's all
yourself. Smart man.
nonsense, or is the truth somewhere in the middle? Again, thank you so much for watching, especially
Even if
if
the
you made
truth
it.
is somewhere in the middle, the fact that you're in the middle of this?
No.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. No.
all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and go check out Mr. Pilt's channel. The link will be in the description and in the comments.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Y'all cooked.
What the fuck do you mean we cooked?
It doesn't stop here, gang. We're gonna go down more rabbit holes as these days and weeks progress.
Oh no, we already know.
Sorry. It's gonna be part of the desktop days.
We already know. Yeah.
We can't be blind, gang.
We need to wake up to reality.
I know ignorance is bliss, but I ain't trying to live in bliss.
Right,
if it means I'm
Goku Black was right,
retarded.
My nigga.
I'm sorry.
was right, my nigga.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Eren Yeager was right, my nigga.
Walking around the world blind as fuck like these. Whole time there's niggas like this.
Soul Illuminati was right, my nigga. Telling you,
Your rage
like,
is not so. Oh yeah, by the way, your age is not suicidal. Your age, I'm not suicidal. I don't have suicidal thoughts. It's about how sad I am about anything. I don't care. I would never kill myself. I'm not suicidal. I've never been suicidal.
synfuitv is not suicidal. Never have been suicidal. I'm in a right frame of mind.
Doesn't matter what line up to anything, what I go through, who
double up, you feel me?
passes
God
away,
needs,
or
you know
God,
what I'm saying?
so help me God. You dig what I'm saying? I will never kill myself ever in my life. Ever.
The Lord protect me.
That's good comms. That's good comms. Remember that shit. keep it in your. You dig what I'm saying? Listen. What's this?
I get home from a day where, I broke into some guy's house and planted a camera on a bug, and I get home and she'd say, "How's your day?" I'd say, "Great. What'd you do?" "Not a darn thing." And then my phone would ring at, midnight, and a guy would say,
"The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain."
And I'd say, "Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy." And that means, meet me at the yacht club parking lot in 3 hours. And then I'd leave. She would say, where are you going? It's midnight.
"I gotta work."
So I'd leave. I'd do my meeting. I'd come home, 6 o'clock in the morning, just in time to shower and shave and get dressed to go to work. And she would say,
"What was her name?"
And I remember this one terrible time. That's what she said to me. What was her name? The truth is,
"I had been sitting in a garbage dumpster, waiting for a guy to drive by down the alley and throw a bag of documents in. And I stunk."
of garbage. And I said to her,
"Do I seriously smell to you like I've been with a woman? Seriously?"
So we ended up getting a divorce. I get home from a day where, I broke.
First of all, I felt creepy as fuck knowing this nigga was just breaking in niggas' houses and putting devices and shit in niggas' houses. Like,
And he like ex FBI or CIA or one of those, right?
I want to be this. I want to talk to this. I want to be this guy's friend. I want to.
And she had a TV on, and one of the towers of the World Trade Center was burning. And I said, "What happened on World Trade Center?" And she said, "A
Plane flew into it."
Why are they slowing down this nigga's voice? Why are they doing that?
And I naively said,
"You know, that happened once before. In 1932, a bomber flew into the Empire State Building."
"But it was really foggy then. It's so crystal clear today. Like, how can you not see that you're flying into the World Trade Center?"
Yeah.
And just as I said those words,
The second plane hit.
and then she turned to me. I was standing behind her. She turned to me and she said,
"Did you see that?"
"Or did I imagine it?" And I ran back to my office and I said,
Said, "Guys, 2 planes just hit both towers of the World Trade Center. I think we're under attack."
so everybody ran
like
back.
it's a normal day in the fucking office. Yo, I think they're invading us, gang. Like, it's happening. Yeah, it's now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Up to the front office.
Y'all think
Now,
we're under attack,
Kofer's
gang?
office had
Bro,
TVs mounted above the door.
I'm in this video. Yo, YouTube, appreciate that goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure this will be uploaded to his backup channel, More Rage or something like that. So with that being said, I'm gonna link his channel in the description. Feel me? Y'all make sure that y'all go subscribe to Rage. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that noti bell so that way you notify every time that I post. Yeah. I'm out. Bye.